did you know that there are more than 1,400 ingredients that are banned in European countries and even countries like Vietnam and Cambodia? Many of these chemicals have been linked to side effects and diseases that we're not even aware of. And in the United States, there are only 9 banned ingredients. So these ingredients are only banned in a few of our beauty or personal care items, and then a few are banned from our food. So when I was 17, I started to notice a lot of different symptoms in my body. A lot of the symptoms were they were showing on my skin, so I had a lot of acne and a lot of indigestion problems, and as well my mental illness just started kind of getting progressively worse. I knew that I wasn't always this way. I knew that there was definitely a fix to this, but I didn't know what, and I didn't really know where to start looking, and that's what kind of started getting me on the path of learning what organic food is and what it's not, and learning what chemicals are on the labels that we see, the ones that we can't pronounce. So becoming educated on what these ingredients are, what they mean, and how they affect our health has led me to discover a whole list of ingredients that really shouldn't be in our food or in our beauty products. And while these chemicals can be kind of intimidating when you first read about them, and learning what and how they affect our body can be kind of scary, the point of my message today isn't to scare you into being more healthy or to be all organic. The point of my message is to help you become a more educated consumer. When we have more knowledge, we feel less afraid and more prepared as a consumer when we go to the stores and make those purchases. I want you to feel more confident when you are buying those things, knowing that you're choosing a better ingredients and that they can help you and your family. So in my message, I want to cover 3 of the main groups of toxins that we commonly see in our grocery stores here in the United States. So first we have to ask the question, what is even a toxin and how have they been shown to affect us? So the first group is pesticides. And pesticides and GMO crops is mainly what affects our food that we eat. A GMO is a genetically modified organism. So the way I like to think about it is you can have a seedless watermelon and then a watermelon with seeds. And so the seedless watermelon is obviously the more popular watermelon because people don't always like to eat seeds whenever they bite into their watermelon. But the truth is that that watermelon, the seed to grow it, the crop for it, has been genetically modified in a lab. Someone has changed its DNA to grow without seeds. And so therefore it's now become a GMO. And what's the risk with that? Because you're not going to eat seeds or whatever the food product may be. Well, with GMO crops, a lot of farmers are starting to see a reduction in the quality level of their soil, and it's making it harder for when they replant other crops for them to grow and to be nourished the same way. And because of this, they're relying on pesticides, chemicals that they spray on the crops to help them grow and to essentially poison all the other bugs around them that are eating the plants, and as well anything else that could be preventing the crop from growing naturally. They're spraying chemicals on it for it to grow, and to grow faster too at that. The second group is phthalates. So phthalates is a group of chemicals that are known to be hormone mimickers, and in our bodies we have 3 major hormone glands. We have one here in our brain and also one, I think, right here if I'm correct. But essentially these hormone glands, they produce all of the hormones that our body needs, and a hormone is kind of like a code that runs through all of our body that help any and most of the major processes. So that's like our digestive tract, our health, like mental health, It can be like women's health and also men's health too. And so these phthalates are mainly found in perfumes, lotion, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, makeup. For men, it could be shaving cream. Any of those products, deodorant especially, contain phthalates. And so when your body's receiving so many hormones, and fake ones at that, it's gonna think that it's receiving a hormone to do something or to not do something. So your body in turn now is producing too many hormones, which can cause side effects, or it can stop producing hormones that you need at a healthy level. So now it's not producing enough, also causing side effects. So pesticides in combination with phthalates have been linked to causing inflammation, birth defects, lower IQs, problems with attention and hyperactivity, damage to liver, kidneys, lungs, and reproductive systems in both men and women. And I've seen my personal experience with it. When I stopped slowly taking away these ingredients out of my diet and as well out of some of the healthcare products that I was using, I started to notice a huge difference in my skin and as well in the swelling that I had overall in my body. Carolyn Call also is a health influencer that you can find on Instagram. She shared her story with postpartum depression and how she basically survived an attempt of suicide and was seeking for help to essentially cure her from this depression, because she said that she also never grew up with depression and it was something that had developed after her fourth child. And no doctor was really like curing her. They were just giving her more medication, antidepressants, to treat her symptoms. But she believed that because she didn't have these to begin with, like in the majority of her life, and that these weren't common or natural ingredients, that giving her more chemicals wasn't gonna help the problem of producing or overproducing chemicals naturally in your body. So she started on a journey of learning what these good ingredients are and what these toxins are and how they can affect our body in different ways. I'll leave her Instagram linked in my outline, but I've also seen just how much better I have felt, especially with my anxiety, when I eat better and when I eat foods that are cleaner and produced with less chemicals. And so to give you a better idea and background of how you can start to implement these changes, the first thing to do is to start educating yourself. By listening to this speech, you're already learning something. You're educating yourself on a basis of what these toxins are and how they can affect your body. The second one is just to pick one toxin and run with it. Just pick one chemical that you want to eliminate out of your house completely and just start focusing on that to eliminate. It's gonna be overwhelming if you try to go home today and be like, all right, all the non-organic food has got to go, the canned food has got to go, the phthalates have got to go. You're gonna be really overwhelmed, and to be honest, you're probably not gonna know exactly what has these chemicals. I definitely didn't at first, and I like how Carol Lang calls it a journey, because it's exactly that. It's gonna take time. And you're going to make mistakes along the way, because nobody's perfect at achieving this kind of lifestyle. And the third thing also at that is to be patient and to be consistent. So like I said, it's going to take time to clean out toxins in your life, but it's also going to take a lot of consistency and dedication. You can be good at it for maybe a month or two, but if you don't actively look for better choice ingredients, you won't always be able to maintain that lifestyle. And so, like I said at the beginning of my message, I'm here just to help educate you, to help you know that this isn't something scary and it isn't something that should make you feel overwhelmed, but rather should help you feel inspired or motivated just to learn more about what kind of ingredients you're buying in your food and in your beauty products. And we can't really help ourselves and we can't help others until we become aware, until we start gaining this knowledge. And so don't be afraid of it and just go home and start today.